Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Last session, we did test this change here that we did fix, which hopefully makes sense. Yeah, dust effect. Yeah, good. Then I would say I will create a change. Fix, draw. Fix, draw. Fix. 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 Fix illogical logical dirt effects updates code in this one. Truck draw. Okay, so that will be my suggestion for now. Let's push it. Yeah. So then we create a new this change fixes the logical dirt effect update code. I spotted this. Well, I spotted this by looking at, by reading over this code while working on particle stuff. Let me how do we present this? I would say we go back here, check out this, and then I will take this code and then make some comments on it. Let me open Notepad here. then decreases. Okay, and then consider the following things. This tests dust effects, dirt effect. This tests dirt effects, but dust effect is dereferenced inside. Afterwards. This dereferences dust effects when only dirt effect was tested. This effectively is a duplicate of the dirt effect stop below. This is effectively a duplicate of the stop below. Speed larger than 2 can never be true when dust effect is not null. The dust effect is not null because of the speed cap to 2. The size cap equals 2. So according to the above findings, I decided to change the mdirt effect condition I decided to apply the changes that I applied. Replace if with if dust effects. Remove duplicates, that effect stop. Move duplicate stop. And remove illogical speed larger than 2 tests. Illogical. My impression is the EA guy puffed one too many times on his crack pipe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And merge the condition bodies. I tested with USA Humvee and China truck, and they looked as usual. Maybe what we can do also, we test with the quad cannon. That one is the the tank truck. Maybe we take a look at that guy as well. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, what about this guy here? Perhaps this can be some value at a power of 2. It really depends on what you mean by the biggest. I was able to set the size of the map to 600 by 600 and 1000 by 1000 word builder for official maps I've seen. I think for whiteout. Since this is only compiled during debug, shouldn't really be a problem. 460 or 460. Okay, so how many icons are inside 1 by 1 map tile? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's test the quad cannon. See if something looks fishy there, or if it looks as usual. Quad. Okay. Then we change the FPS to 30. Okay, then we drive. Yeah. Looks normal. Yeah. Looks okay to me. Good. Then we say this is USA Humvee, China truck, Chile quad, can. They looked as usual. Good. So I will label it as fix, minor, stability, Gen ZH. Yeah. I am not 100% sure this creates no unexpected issue, but ultimately I think it is desirable to clean this code, to set logical expectations for it. Or let's say predictable expectations for it. For how the particles are supposed to work. Okay. Let's see what Greptile will say about this shit. Yeah. Okay. Then good. We're still waiting for Baptista to act on this guy. Take a look at these guys. I guess replacing the list entirely with a map with mismatch. Replacing the list entirely with a map with mismatch. Since we are unlikely to maintain the order internally. Well, it's a bit more complicated. I think ripping out the STD list would be a bit more complicated. With the way particle systems are managed. Systems are added to it. Basically, in particle system, oh boy. Somehow this doesn't update, like this particle sys, we moved it to core, but the search still didn't find it. That's weird. Particle sys, there we go. Just realized there's more particle stuff here. Interesting. Particle. Interesting. So particles is there is add particle here, friend add particle system, which is added in the constructor. Yeah. So not sure about the mismatch, but ripping out the SCD lists might be a bit more complicated with the way particle systems are added to and removed from it. Basically, they register themselves to it. Maybe it's easy to rip it out. I don't know. Let's see. Particle push. Well, maybe it's possible. Yeah. System lists. System function. Maybe it would work. Maybe. It random value. Game client random value. Particular sys uses ensure if there will be risk of mismatch. Be a risk of mismatch or behavior change. It may be possible to remove SCD lists, to remove this and particle system can't. I have not tried. I have not tried. I do not know. Okay. Just to I don't see any real problems with this. Does he see unreal problems with this? Well, that was a fast review. Okay. Okay, let's see what Greptile says about this. Fix critical logic errors. The original code incorrectly tested that effect for null, but then the references does defect, which could cause crashes if only that effect was null. Merged airborne landing logic into does effect null check. Moved to else branch of airborne check. Proper control flow. Remove duplicate call. Remove the illogical condition. Yeah. I don't know how this kind of illustration helps with understanding. That's outrageous. I guess not so bad, but it looks related to our change. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. So that was that. And then the next change after this, fix, red branch, fix, draw, tank, truck, draw, particle ID, particle system ID. And here we take this one. First we do this one. Yeah. Just affected effect, power slide effect. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so check out this commit. No, cherry pick. Check cherry pick. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Delete file hours. Delete file hours. Oh, okay, looks good. Mm-hmm. But actually, no, it does not. It doesn't look good. Yeah, I lost 2 files. We lost 2 files. Yeah. How do we tell it to not lose these 2 files? I don't know. Maybe we first have to. Maybe we first need to. Let's go down here. Let's create a copy of this 3. And then let's rebase this on main. Let's see what happens. Now that has worked without problems. Interesting. Okay, now we go back to this guy. Okay. And then we select this guy. Cherry pick. Yep. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, and then then we take the blue again, blue, and then we do dust effects. Dust effect. Dust effect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, and then here, same. Dust effects. There you go. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see if that compiles. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think in some instances there can be multiple if different pathfinding layers are applied. Shadow. Ah. Okay, so okay. So okay, so 460 times 460 means let's get a calculator. 460 times 460, 211600, 211600 of these tiles, and 1000 by 1000 means 1 million of these tiles. Is that right? Was 1000 times 1000 the biggest map that it's 1000 the biggest map that can be created? I'm really trying to understand the limits. Like, okay, he says 460 by 460s is white out, which is a pretty big map. Yeah. But he says he can create 1000 by 1000. Is there like a physical limit? Like, can you create a 1 million by 1 million map? Or 1 trillion by 1 trillion? What is the limit? Yeah. But I think it's already good to know that 460 by 460 is white out. So, yeah, it's pretty big. So 1 million is probably like good enough for most cases. Yeah. Yeah. Good. So let's see if we did everything correct here. Da da da. Yeah. try. Mm-hmm. 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 Slide stop. Mm-hmm. Truck effects, dust effect. Dust effect. Mm-hmm. That effects. Mm-hmm. 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 Tradivers tone. Tradivers. Mm-hmm. Take data. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Then I think this one we can merge into our branch. And then the next one will be. The next one will be. Will be this one. What about this one here? Particle system destroy. System is destroyed more than once. Destroy. Destroyed. Okay, then we take this one as the next one. Cherry pick this commit. Create a commit. Okay. Oh boy. So we remove this. Then we take this. And then we take this and this, yeah. Like this, I think. Yeah. Dust effect, dirt effects, yeah. This. 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 Okay, fantastic. Ta-dum, 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 ta-dum. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Start creating debris. Start move debris. Start move debris. Mm-hmm. 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 Press particle system pointer with particle system ID. Save. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, then let's test that. WordBearer didn't seem to stop me trying. I'm not familiar with WordBearer, so I couldn't put a spawn point on the map to test making. Created and show the terrain height map in WordBearer. Kabuza. Tanza. What is the largest map size? Largest possible map size. Another possibility here would be to allocate a heap buffer on each map load. Would that be reasonable? To implement. That fits the map size. That'd be reasonable to implement, or make it a heap buffer. Max icons. How's this use? Max icons. Oh, there's already a heap buffer. Let's see, it already is. It already is a heap buffer. Maybe I try to get the map size on it. Yeah, I would try to do that. Try to allocate this with the map size. So every time a new map is loaded, it recreates this debug icons. If the map size is different to before. Yeah. Yeah. Is this ever recreated or so? Maybe this one exists over the lifetime of the application. Yeah. Good. Did it compile? Yeah. Good, then let's test this. I can take a look. I'll probably have to extend the debug icons class. So maybe give a function to the outside. Function to the outside. Yeah. Let me see. So who owns this thing? Oh, you can figure it out, I guess. Oh, let me look at this. So who owns this guy? Debug icons. Debug icon. Debug icons. Debug icons. Debug random object class. Debug icons. For path finding. Okay, who owns this thing? Terrain visual. Terrain visual. It's created. W3D debug icons is created inside load, which knows the terrain size at this time. So it should be easy to give it the dimensions. Should be straightforward. I think it's possible. Yeah, you can pass terrain dimensions to the debug icons, and then that should work. Yeah. Okay, good. Then we have these two here. I did compile, we did start the game. Then let's take a look at some units. Let's look at the shell map. We have a couple of things driving around there. Yeah, we see particle effects on the tanks. Good, let's load test map. Rank, no. Where is it? Rank, right? Where's it? Test. This one. So let's take a truck. Yeah. Let's change the logic. Oh boy. Logic to 30. Okay, I think that looks fine. Let's try the quad. Let's try this one here. Yeah. Okay. Let's try the bomb truck. Yeah. Okay. Let's try the scorpion tank. Let's try the overlord. Yeah. Oof. Let's try the slower overlord. Interestingly, the slow overlord doesn't cause any particles. Only when it drives diagonally. It's so slow, it doesn't put a dent into the terrain. Okay, let's try ambulance. So much dirt on the ground. Okay. Dozer. ECM. New cannon. It's too slow. Yeah. What else do we have? Technica. That one has the most dirt of all of them. Jesus. Why is there so much dirt when it dries? What is this? If you compare this, look at this dirt. There's so much dirt when he drives. Way too much. Yeah. Good. I think it looks fine. Let's see if the planes have any dirt. Oh, they have some trails. Okay, cool. I think that looks fine. Let's also try some cliff jumping. Let's go on Alpine Assault. Let's take GLA. And let's do some jumping on the cliff. One, two, three. Okay, let's take those spikes and let's drive around a little bit. Let's drive here over the mountain. Oh, it can't. Why not? Huh, it can. It can, but it has troubles. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I somehow clicked here on the file. I didn't mean to do that. Let's cliff over some nice jumps, I was about to say. Jump over some nice cliffs. No? Oh, it does. Look at, whoa. Jesus. Okay, let's drive up here. Yeah. Oh boy. What is that? How is this possible? Man, they have really good traction on their wheels. Wow. That's pretty intense. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Oh, they're taking damage. It's such a big... Oh, but he did survive that. Look at that. That's an insane jump. They take damage, but not always. That's crazy. Look at this jump. Holy shit. That's like, I don't know, 10, 20 meters jump? Man. Those drivers, insane. Oh, no, they take a shortcut. No, back on the mountains. Yeah. Yeah. Please, one more jump. No, don't go there. Here. Fly down. Fly down. Yes. Very beautiful. Okay, as far as I can tell, this looks fine. Okay, the quads look fine. Let's go up here and the technicals. I think I lost a bike. Oh, it was crushed by the train. Oh, big shame. Okay. Okay. As far as I can tell, this looks fine. It works. It doesn't crash. Yeah. Okay. Then I will open a new pull for this. Tank truck draw particle system ID. Push. There we go, push. Okay. Then we take this guy. So this one is a follow-up for this one. Merge after this. Then we take this description here. Then we can also link it with the author Baptista particle. Double destroy. Close this. This change replaces all particle system pointers with particle system for safe particle lookups. This was only a concern in these three classes. All other code already uses particle system IDs. It uses IDs for lookups. Why does this matter? Only particle called a particle system manager, I think. Yeah, particle system manager owns all particle systems and is free to delete them. And has the authority to delete them. Particle systems are not reference counted. Therefore, it is safer to look up particles by ID instead of keeping them as pointers. I think I saved this somewhere. Call stack, no. I thought I had a call stack saved somewhere for this, but looks like not. Loading a level. Loading a replay. A level in headless can cause such a crash. Can cause crashing and tank draw. Can concretize into a 3D tank draw when the particle system. The particle system manager has erased, has cleared its particles while tank draw instances still hold references, still have dangling references. With this change, crashing is prevented. Crashing is prevented because we see a particle system manager, particle count, particle system. How do we determine the ID? Particle system manager. Particle system ID. New instance, unique ID. There we go. Yeah. Because expired IDs will not simply be reference, no more particle, reference, no particle. But then let me see in truck draw. Then I have one question if I did a mistake here. Try debris and these two. Here. I think this one is wrong here. It also needs to toss these emitters, and we need to put this here. Yeah. Let me search for this. And I think we can also remove this null PTR. It's not necessary. So this one is fine. This one is fine now. Create emitters. Yeah. Okay, then here we need to put that there. Okay. And then we have that and that. Okay. That's it. Yeah, I think that is better. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I have a question here. Try debris ID. It doesn't actually clean it up, doesn't it? Yeah. Show tank debris. Can I have another follow-up for this, maybe? I think we can make a follow-up change for this, yeah. Stop move debris. Yeah. Okay. I would say we remove this comment here. Because I don't think it works quite right yet. And then so we have this, and this, and this, yeah. Okay. Let me run this one more time. On that note, I think that's right. If it finds a particle system, then good. Otherwise, yeah. Okay. Toss emitters. Yeah. Yeah. This looks safe. Okay. Okay, let's push it. Let's change the places. This change has two commits. The first one is a refactor to simplify the first commit is a refactor to simplify the particle code in they use a lot of code duplication, which can be simplified with loops. The second commit replaces particle system pointers with particle system A for safe particle lookups. This was only a concern in these three classes. All other code already uses IDs for lookup. Why does this matter? Particle system manager owns all particle systems and has the authority to delete them. Particle systems are not reference counted. Therefore, it is safer to look up particles by ID instead of keeping them as pointers. Unloading a replay level in headless can cause crashing when the particle system manager has cleared its particles where has showed crashing and the particle system has cleared its particle. So still had pending, still had dangling reference. It's simply reference no particle. It is not the ideal solution. Simply the ideal solution would be reference reference counted particle IDs, but that would require changes to how the particle system works. Yeah, reference counted particles would be the absolute most robust solution. But I think for now it's not really needed. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the most ideal solution because it means we can have now dangling IDs to particles. But I mean, these systems are meant to clean up, right? So if we unload a level, it's meant to clean up the particle system manager and then also all the objects, right? So it's supposed to be in hand. But basically, it avoids the problem that if the particle system manager would delete some particles, then this could have dangling pointers suddenly, right? This is what we want to avoid, right? Yeah. Given that all other systems also already use particle system IDs for lookups, this is a good solution for now. All the game systems also already use particle to keep a reference. Given that all other game systems already use particles, the other game systems already. And to keep a reference, this is an established use pattern and a reasonable solution for now. So refactor to simplify the particle code. That's they use a lot. There was a lot of code duplication which has been simplified with loops. The second commit replaces with arrays and loops. The second commit replaces particle system pointers with particle system ID. For safe particle lookups, this was only a concern in these three W3D classes. All other code already uses IDs for lookup. Why does this matter? Particle system manager owns all particle systems and has the authority to delete them. Particle systems are not reference counted. Therefore, it is safer to look up particles by ID instead of keeping them as pointers. Unloading a replay level in headless has shown the particle system has cleared its particles via tank draw instances still had dangling references. Particle references. Particle system references. With this change, crashing is prevented because expired IDs will simply reference no particle. The reference no particle system. The solution would be reference counted particle IDs, but that will require changes to how the particle system works. Given that the other game systems already use particle system IDs to keep a reference, there's an established use pattern and a reasonable solution for now. Yep, that's my take on this. Did we push? Yes. So this contains a refactor and it contains a bug fix. It is a minor gen ZH the particle system lookup by ID is expected to be a tiny bit. It's expected to be a bit more expensive than the direct pointer access. But with change that the particle lookup is done with a hash map. So particle system, this one, find particle system. Good. Let's change this. Particle lookup is done with a hash map, and it's done with a hash map and is efficient. Is efficient using a hash map. Okay, then this one also needs to be merged after this. This changes two commits. The first commit is a refactor to simplify the particle code. Tank draw, truck draw. Good. A bit more expensive than Finder. Good. I think that is all we can say about this. It's quite a big change, though. It is quite a big change. Yeah. Mhm. Maybe we should label it as fix because it doesn't happen in retail, right? Let's mark it as a fix, not as a bug. Yeah. Because it wasn't a bug in retail game. It's only a bug in headless replay, which is debug. So I would say we don't mark it as a bug. We just say it as a fix, okay? Fix. Let's say stability. That's fair. Mm-hmm. There we go. Merge after this, and this closes this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Then, other than this, we can still also make a change for mhm. Mhm. Yeah. By the way, this one is all in core, right? Yeah, core and core. Yeah, good. Then let's see if greptile has anything to complain here. Mhm. 嗯 Okay, I think we're making good progress here. Yeah. Mhm. With, with size, I meant dimensions. Dimensions. As in 1000 times 1000. Mhm. 1000 by 1000. So 1000 by 1000, the limit. Mhm. 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 Good. So we have some compiler errors. Uh-oh. That's not good. What is it? What is it this time? Hmm? Error I redefinition. Or what? Okay. Tank truck draw. 111. Uh-huh. 111. It's probably in the constructor, the I. Yeah. I see. I see. Then let's do well, this also does. Maybe okay, how does this look? Okay. Well, this would already fail here then, right? Yeah, it would already fail here. That's not good. Okay. Now, that being the case, let me create a copy of this. Copy. Then we need to make some changes. So first, we need to reset current branch to here. Yeah. Then we need to do an std fill. Std fill. Well, does std fill in exist? Std fill in, does this exist in VC6? It's not used. Let me ask ChatGPT, or maybe we do. Shit. Let me do a search here. Fill in STL port. Fill in find all. Fill in. Okay, it does exist. Look at that. Is it exposed? I'm not sure. Vector. Fill in. I'll go base. No, it seems to be just internal shit, right? Yeah. I would suspect that the std fill is a saver option. So we say debris and debris plus this PTR. It's complaining. Debris, why? Debris. Like so. Yeah. Okay, why is it complaining? Identifier. thread debris is undefined. Why? I don't understand. So will this work? Yeah. Hopefully. I'm confused right now if this is really the same, but it should be. Yeah, it's ChatGPT just to be sure. Is this identical to this? No, not identical, wrong. Assuming thread debris n pointer entire array, whole array. Yeah, then why did I write it like this? Because IntelliSense was complaining all the time. That confused me. No. So it should be like this. Ah, no. Well, that doesn't work. Okay. Then... okay, how about we write it like this? Is that fair? Just like that. Okay? Okay, and then we do the same here for truck effects. Yeah, okay. Sorry. And then here, same here. Okay. And then, and the same in truck draw. Wherever the constructor is here. There we go. Okay. Good. So, are we good now? Let's see. Take data, debris, thread debris, blah, blah, null PTR. Yeah, it looks like this should work, right? Let's see. That compiles. Okay. Let's also double check that the game actually runs. Let's put a breakpoint in here. Take truck draw. Okay, so there already is null, but now it should be null still. Okay, this one is also already null, but it will write null again. Okay, good. Let's see if that works. Okay, cool. Then we have that. Now that should get rid of the problems we saw on the compiler. Then Then we take these guys. Yeah. Then we amend. There we go. Okay, let's see if Greptile was complaining about anything. Greptile is happy despite the compiler was. Okay. So that was step number 1, and then we now cherry pick this guy. This one. Cherry pick. Cherry. And that will give us the conflicts, yes. And then we will resolve the conflicts. So we have this. And basically we put this here and this here. And then we delete the rest. Can we now click on this one? Oh, well, not really. Okay, like so. Is that correct? Next. We do the same here. There we go. Thread debris IDs. There we go. Da-dum. Okay, we delete the rest. Yep. All right. Next. There we go. Truck. There we go. Okay, cool. Much appreciated. Okay, let's double check. These things are looking good. So SCD fill, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Effect IDs, yep. Truck, invalid, okay. Thread, yep. Truck, yeah. Okay, and then this should effectively get rid of all our problems forever. Good, then we can also take this here, take this, reverts, commits. All right, and add the same here. All right. Then we push them. All right. Okay, then we say here. Okay, Greptile is complaining about something. Okay, power slide effects. Okay, there seems to be some error here. Okay, let me see about that. Okay, this is dot effect, dust effect, dot effect. And power slide. Okay. Aha. Right. truck draw. So there's a power slide. Yeah. Then here we need to put the power slide effects. Okay, that's a good point. Fixed. And this one, yeah, this one is correct though here. This is intentional. This is intentional. This is intentional. This is intentional with this change. Missing. Intentional. Okay, those fair comments, except for the bottom two. Okay, then power slide. Power sliding. Fair enough. All right, let's push. Fixed. This is intentional. This is intentional. There's another one. Thread debris is undefined. Thread debris is undefined. What? Ah. Where's that? Ah, thanks. Missed that. Okay, fair enough. Right, fixed. Good. Confidence score 0. Compilation failure. Yeah. Confidence 0. God damn. God. Okay, let's compile this and test it one more time. Yeah, compilation 0 is fail. Compilation is bad. Yeah, very bad. Okay, but it compiles now. Yeah, we're golden. Yeah. Okay, let's run this bitch. All right, so let's take the test map. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we see no particle effects, interestingly. Are these too many units or What is this? Interesting. So when all these units moved at once, it didn't show much particles. Look at this. Why not? That's weird. Huh. That's weird. Why is it doing that? So if we move a single tank, then we see particle effects. If we move a group, we see some particle effects, but not much. It's probably because they're blocked by the infantry and they drive so slow that the particles don't spawn. I think that's a problem. Can we just... Let's just select tanks, like these guys. Yeah. It's probably because the infantry blocks the movement and everything is slow and no particles. I think that's a problem. Okay. That's fair. Good. I think that looks fine. Then let's see what the bot says now about this shit. Yeah, and the compilers. Yeah. Safe to merge. Fixes a real crash bug with a well-established pattern. Changes follow proven architecture pattern. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Hash map lookup. Best individual pointer members. Okay, good. Grepta is happy. Compilers ongoing. Compiler is ongoing. Good. Done. Good. Then. What's the time? 2 hours. I think I will take a break, and then next session we can open review more reviews because we don't have enough already. Open review for for the fix in, what was it? This one here. Actually, can, yeah, let's do it next session. This guy here. This guy. Yeah, this we can do a single separate change. Okay. Good. then I'll take a break here. I hope you enjoyed. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.